This is Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And when I'm not helping bad girls set up their websites, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Wash your hands, don't touch your face, wipe things down, clean up your space. When you cough and sneeze, do responsibly. If you feel you're getting ill, isolate at home and chill. No, you're not alone. Please pick up your phone and call 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Health 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Community Radio Station will provide you with more information. Say Rainier Avenue Radio. Your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Women Empowerment Talk Radio, your roadmap to business success. Tune in every Sunday at 3 p.m. on Rainier Avenue Radio.world, providing resources and sharing motivational experiences from the everyday entrepreneur. Tune in Women Empowerment Talk Radio every Sunday, 3 p.m. on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world. I'm Granville Emerson along with my partner, Ronald Nippig. And we host the show Lidline Sports right here on Rainier Avenue Radio.world, where we talk about football, basketball, local sports, national sports, Seahawks, UW, Seattle U Redhawks, Garfield Bulldogs, all that and more right here on Lidline Sports on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Do you want to reach out to the Vietnamese community in Seattle? Just advertise in Le Viet Bắc, that is Northwest Vietnamese News, the longest running Vietnamese language newspaper in our region. Go to nvnorthwest.com.
You are listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Don't forget to log on www.rainieravenue radio.world.
What's going on, world? It's your boy OG Mambo.
And your guy D Money. Join us along with Pint Size Patron and IDYourself
here on Fresh Juice at Rainier Avenue Radio.
Every Wednesday hump day from 9 to 11 Pacific.
Get exclusive interviews from your favorite artists, all the hottest music, and updates on what we got going on in the world.
Here go the first song.
Where the rose at, I'm to the pen. Now fuck it, I'm fucking a friend. I'm overseas, up in Japan. I'm copping the bait from the motherland. I got this sauce, I'm scraping the pan. I'm moving these bricks like the builder I am. She giving me spits and choking, I got my Glock, let's go spin again.
With a loose, came and we did what we had to do. Got no religion but kept it true. Spending more than Crash Bandicoot. When it progressing, it's in the plans. Because it's goofy, like who's your mans? Get to this money and do my dance. Shorty and Nam stuck in a trance.
Fuck it, I'm about to tweet. These young niggas really just 14 days. Yeah, I'm talking too weak. I'm just spinning the block, looking and wondering who the fuck I'm gon' see. If it's one of them buns again, then we reverse and hop out the V and go make a scene. Give they hood a brand new tee. Yeah, I'm leaving this blood on the streets. Kicking them candles, I'm pick up them things. Wear my shoes when I get sturdy. I'm high as shit, smoking, tell me. Whoa, I'm high as shit, smoking, tell me. Yeah, whoa. Where the rose at, I'm to the pen. Now fuck it, I'm cuffing a friend. I'm overseas, up in Japan. I'm copping the bait from the motherland. I got this sauce, I'm scraping the pan. I'm moving these bricks like the builder I am. She giving me spits and choking it down. I got my Glock, let's go spin again.
Dog to the paw prints. Think I'm addicted to flossing. New investments, I'm in all kind of bags. I really don't care what it's costing. If it ain't motion, get the fuck on my face. In the cut, focus, running my race. Tunnel vision on a whole different pace. Let's get all the flavor she wanna taste.
I'm in motion, now she car sick. I do what I want on my boss shit. I'm pushing B at the real shit. I tell the truth when I still get beam on the chop and it's still lit. The beat to you talk Rock your shell split. Head crack to you dub. The hips shaking, we so lit. Where the blows at, I'm to the pen. Now fuck it, I'm fucking a friend. I'm overseas up in Japan. I'm cupping the bait from the motherland. I got this sauce, I'm scraping the pan. I'm moving these bricks like the builder I am. She giving me spits and choking my head. Now I got my Glock, let's go spin again.
Yeah. Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. That's from our in-studio guest today. Goes by the name of groovypeso. And his single, Crash Bandicoot, featuring Nixo Fortune right there.
Nico.
Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio, every Wednesday night, 9 to 11 p.m., hosted by the Juice Pack. That includes myself, D Money.
Pint Size Patron.
OG Mambo.
On patrol, apparently, man, up in I don't know what store or whatever that is.
You know those ceilings, D.
And ID yourself as well, man. Want to give our other fourth member, man, may or may not be joining us later on in the program. So
they didn't pay us for promo, so they don't get a shout out.
Definitely with us in spirit, though.
Yes, sir. As always, man, we need to relax. There we go. That's for ID. Okay. All right, so we will be joined by groovypeso today. Also joining us from Houston, H-Town, Jneshia, man, will be joining us, man. So looking forward to that one as well. So two young artists with a lot of energy. So this is going to be a great show. Definitely.
Touching a whole bunch of regions today.
Seattle, Houston. We got music from New York later on in the program as well, man. So
technically speaking, groovypeso is music from New York.
And I felt that influence too, man. So we'll definitely tell him if that's where he's coming from when we talk to him later, man. So definitely looking forward to that. As always, you can follow us on all of our platforms. Facebook, we have a group. It's called Fresh Juice Media. Go there. If you are commenting from the our page there is a way to get your comments with your name on the screen. Otherwise, it'll show up as Facebook user. If you go to StreamYard.com/Facebook and put your name in there, your name will start showing up when you comment from our group. Otherwise, just watch from the Rainier Avenue Radio page or our YouTube or our Twitter or our Twitch or anything like that. You can comment for fine there with no problems. We're on IG and Twitter, as we said, Fresh Juice Media. We live tweet the playlist on our Twitter, man. Tag the artists. You can learn more about them. And, of course, YouTube, man. Subscribe to us there, youtube.com/@Fresh Juice Media. Will take you directly to our YouTube page. Go ahead and, take a second right quick and subscribe to our YouTube page. You can watch full shows and, of course, smaller clips, fun stuff, important stuff, informative, all stuff across the board to entertain you whenever you want. So go ahead and subscribe there, youtube.com/@Fresh Juice Media. Speaking of, while you're in that store, Mambo, go tell someone to subscribe to our YouTube, man. Definitely
get them shout out.
I just turned up turned my volume up to get the subliminal message across.
Appreciate that, man. Before we bring in our guests, man, how's the week been treating you? How's the heat been treating you guys?
My son used the potty, man.
Hey.
That's basically. The future is bright, man.
Yes.
It's only the beginning.
It's a little less messy.
I like the sound of it. It sounds like a lot of energy and feeling for over there.
Most def.
How's the heat been treating you, Mambo?
Man, it's been unbelievable. I actually had a bit of a family emergency I had to tend to. With the passing of a family member recently, so I actually had to dip out. I've been on the road for the last 24 hours. I'm actually like 20 minutes from LA. I'm sure people that live here tell other people they live in LA, but it's not LA. But I'm almost there.
Okay.
20 minutes is close, man.
Yeah, I remember there's one line from Clueless where today I was like, everything you need to get to in LA is 20 minutes. Nobody will understand that reference. Okay.
No, it's old school. But
the show, classic.
Condolences from the show at most.
Oh, for sure, man.
No, I appreciate you, man. It was
appreciate you being with us, man. If anytime you need to cut out, we already understand, man.
Oh, well, come on, man. The kid built Ford tough, so we gone. make it do what it do.
Yeah, for sure, man. I don't know about you guys, but the heat's been really getting at me. I'm a sweater, man. So whenever like I be sitting down, I'd be sitting in pools of water, man. So it's just when it gets this bad, oof. It's
how's your cat doing, D Money? You got to worry about the animals when the weather like this.
You know, to be real with you, man, she's not eating like normal, man. So, yeah, she's
for real.
It's a little concerning, you know, considering how up she's always being for food. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe she's just hot. I don't know. I live on the 6th floor, no air conditioning. What can I do? I run fans all day long. So,
goodness, man. Well, prayers for you and the cat too, dog.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. We both appreciate that. We both appreciate that. But what we also appreciate, man, is our guests, man. So we're gonna hand it over to Mambo. We'll start in studio.
Oh man, live and direct, always fresh, man. As already mentioned, man, we got a gentleman who's got coastal experiences. We already got to hear the eclectic sonic sounds of the musical content that he's delivering. Hopefully we'll get to dive into discussion of some of the depth of his branding, man. We got groovypeso, man. Fool CEO is in the building, man. Make some noise.
Welcome to the show. It's cracking.
What's good? Groovy in the building, yo.
What's good with my dog, man? How you doing, bro?
Man, we living life. We just pushing through right now. It's hot.
Man, I could definitely tell the heat has affected you, man, because you were here on in the Rainier Avenue Radio studio for our traffic jam show. And I remember when you with Kareem, and your energy was way up here. Right now, it's about here.
Yeah, as someone that likes to wear black, I wore black all day today. It was not the move.
All right, man. We got one more guest to go.
Man, speaking of creativity, speaking of coastalness, and I think someone was probably going to laugh at us all the way we complaining about it being hot and we ain't even hit triple digits, man. The soulful, creative, model, superstar extraordinaire. We got Jneshia in the building, man. Make some noise, make some noise, make some noise.
There she is.
Woo! Welcome to the show.
Ooh, might want to turn that mute off there so we can.
It's about 90-something degrees and we cooking over here in the West. I know that's hot. That's hot.
Might want to turn that mute off if you're trying to say something.
I think you muted right now, loved one.
All right, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Are we tripping about this heat?
Y'all talking about it's hot. We in triple digits down here, baby.
I'm sure.
Triple digits sounds crazy right now. I'm close. Over here in NorCal, it's like 98, 99. Every time I get out the car, I break a sweat. It's bad.
Yes, I do remember those days when I was born down there, man. So,
you remember when you were born?
You know what I mean.
Good for you.
You know what I mean.
What you had asked?
I said, where are you from?
What's up?
I'm originally from Zimbabwe, but I grew up in Seattle, where all these boys is at right now.
Okay.
I actually moved here from Killeen, so I got family out there in Houston as well.
Dope. That's what's up. I'm actually from Louisiana, but
okay.
I'm sort of a Houston native now because I done been here for so long. So.
Yeah. How many years you been out there?
Ooh, I've been back and forth since I was like a little girl.
Oh yeah, then yeah, you can call it home for sure. There.
Right. Yeah.
Man, shout out to tonight's juice, Simply Peach. It's gonna get me through tonight for sure. So
shout out to my
lady. We gotta get right into this game, man, so we can get all 5 of them things off, man.
We gotta do that, man. So here we go. It is Take Your Pick. Oh man,
come on. If it don't happen, don't wait for it. We got to keep pushing.
All right, man. Well, if it's your first time ever playing Take Your Pick, man, it's a real fun game and it's really simple as well, man. We give you 2 different options. You choose one of them. So We want you all to play along, of course, in the comment section, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. And we will pick our favorite on the following episode. So here we go with last week's winner first. Let's give them some acclaim first. So here we go. Take your pick winner from last week. Let's give it to Gabriel Durden, who said people be paying $3 bills for jacked up hair.
Hey,
Nah.
it's not a lie.
No.
That's sad, but it's true.
That's not a lie.
That's facts.
Oh man! Shout out to Big Z. Listen in, man. It's that time of the week for sure, for sure. All right, we're about to get into a fresh five. So y'all in the comments, get involved. It's time to go. We're gonna play Take Your Pick. Here's your first one. Check email first every morning, or you check your social media first every morning.
Are we being first? Are we being honest about what we doing, or like what we want our future?
Yeah, let's just lie.
No, because it's not even lying. Like what I would like to do is check my emails, but it's highly likely I'm gonna click. There's way more social options. You know, I got like 5 apps to choose from in one email box. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get there eventually, but I don't think it's gonna be first. I'm just not gonna care. That's just me.
Yeah, I feel it.
I agree. I would definitely check my social media first over my email.
I get that.
Yeah, I check X every morning when I wake up.
I respect that.
That's the news.
Gotta get your news.
You gotta get the news.
Stay in touch with the world.
He's even saying X, man. He's already changed.
Nah, it felt weird.
I'm still saying Twitter.
Nah, it felt so weird. I had to think about it before I said it.
I check X.
That felt weird. It doesn't even sound right.
Oh, what do you?
Are y'all calling it that? I'm not subscribing to that, man. That's Twitter, bro. All right.
It's still the Bird app, yo. All right, Patron, what are you doing first?
I just don't like checking my email, man.
Hey, I guarantee you missing out on the bag. That's where all the bookings be, the features be, the random little, the random little opportunity be in that email. Don't just send them all to the archive or spam them. Now I'm trying to tell you.
No, I check them. I just let them build up.
Check them 100 at a time.
Not 100 at a time.
100 at a time.
100 at a time.
I get a lot of emails, so it's 100 at a time.
Yeah.
I'm definitely on check email gang first, man. Social's usually second, unless I probably said something crazy the night before and I'm looking for responses, but it'll be email first. Get the business out the way, man. So yeah, definitely. I check my emails every morning first thing. So yeah, definitely. All right, let's move on to our next one. Take your pick. Wear permanent clown makeup or wear permanent clown clothes.
It's for sure the clothes for me, kid. I'm gonna just keep that a being. Because regardless, the face card don't decline. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? So, but if you got me painted face, now they don't know. Now red nose, like that's too much.
It's the clothes.
It's gotta be the clothes.
Yeah.
And big old shoes. You can't even drive with them.
I mean, personally, me, I wear the big old boots.
I'll drive barefoot.
I know. I've seen Groovy rock the shoes, man. They are big, man, for sure.
Yo,
bigger than some heads.
There you go.
It's definitely the clothes for me too, man, for sure, man. I couldn't, it'd be like permanently being Tech 9 all the time, man. Just nah, I cannot do that.
All right, go straight that way.
Random shots.
Strange, but I would do it just so you can have that little flower that squirts the water. I'm gonna do it just for that. I'm gonna rock the.
Hey, that's the best part. That's the best part of the outfit. That and the long ass scarf. That's
the scarf, yeah. Never ends.
The unlimited.
Never ends.
Unlimited handkerchief.
All right, man. Here we go. Take your pick. Have all traffic lights you approach be green, or never have to stand in line ever again.
It's for sure never standing in a line ever again. Ever.
What?
I'm at amusement parks looking at y'all crazy like, oh, y'all in that line still? That's crazy there. I done rode that joke about 4 times. I'm at the club acting up. I'm at the bank. Excuse me, sir. I'm mushing white people in the face. Excuse me, sir. Yeah,
you would.
You don't know who he is? You didn't know him? Yeah, I'm the guy at the front of the line. That's me. Green lights are nice, bro, but like I'm a patient guy. You know what I mean? I can drive around, take my time. You know what I mean? It's cool. I'll run a red light if I'm really thugging. You know what I mean?
I could take it the other way though, man. You know, I'm getting all the green lights. I'm seeing you with the red light stop there, just waiting, like same way, man. So you know the line could go either way.
Mean, laughing at me in my car comfortably, probably smoking a wood at a red light, as opposed to you standing in the hot sun at a line waiting to go down the slide. I don't know. I feel like mine is cooler, but I'm gonna let you have it. You know what I mean? It's all about opinions. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna have to say the red light for sure. Because I skip lines easy anyway. You feel? I don't need that.
Talk to him.
Man, pretty privilege, man.
No cuts, no butts.
Man, I don't know. I'm going red light too. I'm not waiting in my car. There'll be some times I got stuck on Capitol Hill for like 2 hours on one street. Never again.
I do a lot of freeway driving, so like that traffic light really don't do nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just like that's where it lost me.
I can dig it. I can definitely dig it, man. What about you, Patron?
I'm gonna go with the never red light, man. Because sometimes the line be lit, man. You in the right line.
You need the right
line be
lit? The right line with the right people. You got to know.
Hey, man, I need you to send me a text next time you in a lit line. Just let me know to pull on up.
Hey, I got you. That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
I never heard of a lit line before.
I was recently in a lit line. I feel you
like that.
No, it's a real thing.
You know what? I think y'all is just lit, and you made the line lit. I don't think the line's be lit.
Okay.
I'm sure if you look up the line and you look behind the line, 2-3 people, there was someone there who was upset. I'm trying to tell you.
I mean, there's people that don't like to have fun, so yeah.
Hey man, shout out to the cool people standing in line.
Where are these lit lines at, man? Certain places, or
if you standing in line right now while you watching,
you start letting people cut you. You having a good conversation? Now go ahead. I'll get the next one.
Yep. Exactly.
All right, man. Let's go on to our next one, man. Take your pick. Have a partner that farts loudly, or have a partner that snores loudly.
I mean, well, you have to sleep next to your partner every single night, and like you don't have to fart every single day. You feel me? So like that snoring is a daily trouble. Like farting, like that just be really. You be farting every night?
Nah, you just gassing them now, man.
That's crazy.
He was gassing figuratively and literally. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the loud farts. It's good. You know what I mean?
I'll have the partner with the loud
snores. And I'm a real partner. I'm gonna claim them hoes too. I'm about to be. No, that was me. Oh, my fault, y'all. My bad. You good, babe. Just keep that on the low, babe. You good.
Nah, that's insane. He's chatting. That's crazy.
Oh my god. I don't know about that one. I don't know. Like, for one, I'm not gonna lie. I'm that person. I don't like when people fart around me.
You just back up on instinct.
Like, exit the room. Take a potty break. Like, don't fart. Don't because I don't want
people to just back up off instinct.
Exactly.
Well, then on the other hand, Jneshia, how do you handle people that snore? Partners that snore?
Consider them sleep.
Really?
Yes.
I can't even.
You said you a heavy sleeper?
Yeah.
Oh, so you be
Snore away.
What the hell, Z?
you better hope you fall. You better hope you fall asleep first. You better hope and pray. Let them fall asleep first and see if you can even get to that heavy sleep.
How do you get down, Patron, man? Which one?
Man, I've been saving my pass for this one. I'm gonna pass on this one.
Bro, man, we gotta put a limit
you.
on this. This guy's like printing counterfeit passes, bro. How many passes this man got, bro? Like,
Unlimited.
Crazy.
He's getting away with it, y'all. We know we just let him do it, man. Yeah, I can't deal with someone to be snoring, man. I can deal with the farting actually, though, because actually I can't even smell. So
I'm surprised by some of these answers.
I can't even smell. What do you mean?
I can't smell, yo.
Down to 4 senses, I guess.
We on to our last one. Here we go. Take your pick. Crash Bandicoot or Spyro the Dragon.
Like to play the game or to like be the character?
I'll let you take it how you want to take it.
I feel like Crash Bandicoot lives a much cooler life, but being a dragon is pretty cool. I'm just gonna say that.
But you gotta wear those capris.
I mean, he's
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I interrupted. Go ahead.
That was some backstory on this one because I don't know what. No.
Respect. It's all good. It's all good.
They video game characters, and all I was gonna say is he wear them capris because he spent a lot of time in the water, bro. Like he be halfway on the beach and swamplands. Like he can't wear pants, but he'd have wet ankles all the time. Have you ever walked with soggy jeans before? Like you from Seattle, bro. You walked with soggy jeans before, bro. Like at some point in your life. It's a terrible experience, bro. It's not fun.
When do you really wear jeans these days?
I actually wore jeans yesterday, regrettably, when it was 92 degrees.
It was hot too.
Black jeans at that too. I was upset at myself.
You said those are injuries?
Back of my kneecaps, it was tough.
So
my guy wearing jeans right now.
So Groovy, man, you named your song Crash Bandicoot. Is that you're going with, or do you prefer Spyro?
I'm obligated to say Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, obligated.
There is no answer other than Crash Bandicoot.
Is this contractual?
Yeah, when I decided to name my song Crash Bandicoot. Now I'm a huge Crash Bandicoot fan. I'm about to go home and play all through trilogy.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. I'm definitely more of a Spyro head, man. I played that a lot when I was a kid, man. Just I especially love the gliding elements of the game, man. Yeah, definitely. So yes, I was more Spyro.
I could see you as a dragon. I can see that.
I don't know what that means.
I think that's a compliment.
What?
See you as a dragon.
I got the dragon in me, yo.
Right.
Patron, man, did you play either of those games?
Oh man, I already used my pass, huh?
Yep.
I never even played Spyro, but I just gotta ask one question: What is Crash Bandicoot?
I honestly don't know. It's some type of
rodent.
I was gonna say a fox.
They low-key old school games. I never really played either one of them. I just know what they both look like. For real.
I definitely played Crash. I just don't know what he was. I think he's like a fox or a weasel.
I seen Buddy be running around, wading in the water, jumping on the beach, and he got his little mans who be on his backside. Pause.
I just remember he wore those capris.
Hey yo, no.
Pause.
I got the New York artist in here. I thought I got a free pause. I don't get one of those.
No, you do. You got unlimited.
Unlimited pause.
Unlimited pause. You got to.
Oh my God. Thank you everybody for playing Take Your Pick. Another fun edition of the program. All right, man. We just getting started. Fresh Juices go live all the way until 11. We're going to get into this next joint right here from New York, from a former guest of the show, Cartoons.
who has his joint Saturday Night dropping on October 6th. This one is from that album, which will be dropping on October 6th, Grace, featuring Ray Khalil. So check out this joint by Cartoons. We'll be back with Jneshia and groovypeso and more live until 11. There will be a live performance from Groovy as well later in the program, so stay tuned for that.
Back and forth for the same night. Change comes, but it takes time. Have grace, my people. Your heart ain't a small place, and it ain't easy to have grace for your people. Love is the only sure thing. When everybody poking stare, I try to be like yeah. I say yes to every autograph. The moment is everlasting for them. Hey. I try to be as kind as I can to my fellow men, cause it's hard times for every man. There's a time and place for all things. I learned a lot of this from Aubrey. I'ma tell you what, I ain't too cool for a love song. I ain't too cool to remember my bones. When in doubt, the confusion, trust. Can we get back to sing about life? Change comes, but it takes time. Have grace, my people. Your heart ain't a small place, and it ain't easy to have grace for your people. Love is the only sure thing. When everybody poke and stare, I try to be like holy. Love is the only sure thing. Love is the only sure thing. Hey, ooh. Love is the only sure thing. Hey, love is the only sure thing.
Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Jazz
and James,
and we are Abstraction. And you rocking with the Juice Pack. That's D Money, Pint Size Patron, IDYourself, and OG Mambo on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Antique radios,
Trevor McGee and Molly,
phonographs, vintage TVs,
Lone Ranger,
transistor radios. The annual Puget Sound Antique Radio Association Vintage Electronics Swap Meet has it all and much more. Sunday, August 20th, 9 to 2, Shoreline Community College. Go to PugetSoundAntiqueRadio.com for more information.
Hey, this is Paul Pearson. I've hosted the R&B show Star Time since the very beginning of Rainier Avenue Radio, and after years of featuring tracks from the 50s through the 80s, Star Time now plays R&B and hip-hop from the 1990s as well. A whole half-century of soul, funk, hip-hop, and more on Star Time, Wednesdays at 2 p.m. on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Turn up your radio wherever you at. We about to bring it. Street Beat.
Yeah.
With Tony B.
Tony B will give you a chance to tackle local, national, and international issues that affect your community.
Street Beat. Street Beat. Tony.
You probably have questions about COVID vaccines. Here are some answers about how they're being made.
How are COVID vaccines being produced faster?
Usually, vaccine testing and production are separate steps. But because of the pandemic, vaccines are being developed on parallel tracks. So both steps are happening just at the same time.
How are the vaccines being tested?
Right now, several different COVID vaccines are in testing. Each go through multiple clinical trials with up to thousands of volunteers.
How do vaccines get approved?
Not all COVID vaccine versions will make it to the final stages of testing and approval. Produced vaccines that do not pass clinical trials will be destroyed. But for those that do pass, a team of medical experts will examine test results and possible side effects. If the vaccine is effective and safe, it gets approved and gets to you. Go to covidvaccinewa.org to learn more. A message from the state of Washington.
What's happening, everybody? It's South End Siva. We're over here on Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio with the Juice Pack. Got D Money, Pint Size Patron, ID Yourself, and OG Mambo. Yes, sir.
You know the vibes, yeah. You know the vibes. Throw it back, now you digging inside, yeah. Better look in my eyes, cause I ain't a regular girl. Hey, you ain't a regular guy. Hey, you know the vibes, yeah. You know the vibes. Vibes, yeah. You know the vibes. Throw it back, now you digging inside, yeah. Better look in my eyes, cause I ain't a regular girl. Hey, you ain't a regular guy. Hey, you know the vibes, yeah. You know the vibes. I know average, I don't need no regular nigga. You want big baby, now you crying and can't get me out of his system. You want him with the pants? Well, nigga, your ass better be to feel him. You better feel him, you better feel him, you better feel him, yeah, yeah. Y'all in my shit, I'm all in my shit. Well, I get the business, but where's your manners? Gotta feed me before you do damage. Breaking bread like I'm making a sandwich. Where my money is more like a status. Boy, off your dick, if you ain't on my level. Stacking the pencils, don't need no rental. Get me that mantle, smaller than Kylie, but thicker than Kendall. I stay on 10, so I don't need no sense. So ain't no first lady, but stay presidential. He know I love that you dick with credentials, but I need them in the sepia. Sexual, yeah. Vibes, yeah. You know the vibes. Throw it back, now you digging inside, yeah. Better look in my eyes, cause I ain't a regular girl. Hey, you ain't a regular guy. Hey, you know the vibes, yeah. You know the vibes. Vibes, yeah. You know the vibes. Throw it back, now you digging inside, yeah. Better look in my eyes, cause I ain't a regular girl. Hey, you ain't a regular guy. Hey, you know the vibes, yeah. You know the vibes. Can't tell what I'm into. I need to do things to me like my mentor. And I'll be just like a real supposed to. All this love book can still be gentle. Flip side, you can sell your soul. Settle in for a man that can play the role. More time, you know, I can tell you no. Better off with a girl that can see the goal. Don't ask what I mean when you know you know. It's a trend of tricks cause the 50 gold. If you got a dub, meet it at the corner, so I'll be in my office on the feet of road. You till making big moves. I'm a boss running around in my big suit. Small feet, but I stay feeling big shoes. If you know the vibes, it ain't gonna be no issue. Vibes, yeah. You know the vibes. Throw it back, now you digging inside, yeah. Better look in my eyes, cause I ain't a regular girl. Hey, you ain't a regular guy. Hey, you know the vibes, yeah. You know the vibes. Vibes, yeah. You know the vibes. Throw it back, now you digging inside, yeah. Better look in my eyes, cause I ain't a regular girl. Hey, you ain't a regular guy. Hey, you know the vibes, yeah. You know the vibes.
You know the vibes. Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio every Wednesday night, 9 to 11 p.m. That is from our guest from the H-Town, Jneshia. Vibes is what it's called, yo.
Oh, big baby.
I like that.
It definitely sounded and looked like it came from somewhere up on a lit line.
Oh.
For real.
For sure. All right, man. We are definitely live, man. So tell me, I think I saw on your YouTube that it was made about a year ago or released a year ago, or how did the timeline on that song?
It was released about a year ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So one of your first releases, or do you have material that's just in other places?
I got several other releases that I actually ended up having taken down because as an artist, I'm not gonna lie, like I've grown so much, and those releases were probably like 3-4 years ago, and they sucked really bad.
Was it different content? Like did you just completely like remake, redeliver?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Worked on my craft, got better. I was like,
okay.
Did you go by a different name?
No, same name.
Okay.
I respect that.
Yeah, I can get that. Okay. So you had a moment where you're like, I'm gonna get rid of all my old material, or?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
It actually makes sense to do that.
Mm-hmm. It's just a part of rebranding.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, I get that for sure.
What triggered the idea to rebrand, like beyond just like the growth? Was it things sonically? Was it aesthetically? Was it a vision? Was it production? Was it like a restructuring of a team? Like what kind of things kind of pushed you in that direction to where you're like, you know what, I know enough about myself to where I can hit the reset button and be coming at it even harder than I'm coming right now and feel better than I'm feeling about it right now?
I would definitely say of those things. It was sonically, it had a lot to do with the production. Overall, I just wasn't happy with those songs. For one, I was young, so I had a completely different perspective on like music and how I wanted to approach it versus how I am now. And so I just didn't want people to see that and then that be their first impression of me because I'm not even the same artist anymore. So
No, that makes a lot of sense. Have you considered re-releasing it at some point in time as your audience grows and you get to, you know what I mean, build your cult fan base, whatever it's going to be? How people, you think you're just going to hold on to it, keep it in the cut?
No.
That's just a concept as an artist.
Straight up with it, yo.
Nah, I feel you. I just always like I think I saw Russ talk about it in an interview. And as you grow your fan base, there's some people who sometimes will, you know, drop it because they like to see the growth. They want to see that throwback video, like, oh, that's what Jneshia was like back in the day. Oh man, you know what? I'm gonna start rapping now, man. I didn't know. I thought she just walked out of the womb a superstar. Well, I didn't know there was, you know what I mean, trials, tribulations, none of that. You feel me? That's why I asked though. But I totally respect the decision though. I understand. Sometimes there's some songs won't anybody ever hear ever in life. I don't care how close you are to me. Hey, that didn't happen. We're gonna pretend that ain't even happening.
Right.
Okay. Well, when we're comparing the two, obviously you've mentioned quality, but what about content? Is there similarities between old Jneshia and new Jneshia, or?
No, not at all. Cause see, like when I first started releasing music, it was around the time where like I said, I was younger. And I told my mom, like, yeah, I want to be an artist. I want to be in the music industry. And so a lot of my music back then, like, I was scared to say certain things. I wasn't myself. Like, the music, it just wasn't me. It was a watered down version of it. And so I wouldn't even want to, like, put that out there because I don't want to even give people a misinterpretation of who I am.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That makes sense. You kind of were discovering yourself publicly, but now that you just what you want to do, you ready to just
Did you understand that?
my fault. It might have. Yeah, my fault. It broke up. But now you're just trying to get moving. Now that you kind of established yourself and your sound. When did you? When were the early days? When did you start? What was the first days like when you got going on?
My first time releasing a song, I was like 17 years old.
That's young.
Yeah. I was real young. Like I didn't know anything about music. I didn't even know how to structure a song back then. Like
how did you end up on a record? You like were just brought to a studio session? Like how you ended up even cutting your first situation? Like walk us through it. How you went from just kicking it, you know what I mean, doing what you do, to like, oh, okay, you know what? Let me play with my little voice, see what I'm doing.
Well, I initially started even writing music through poetry, and eventually I was watching an episode of 106 in Park. Neo was on the episode, and he basically said how he started writing music through poetry. Mind you, I love Neo. I'm a big Neo fan. So I'm like, wait, if Neo can do it, I can do it. And so I was around like 16 at that time. I was like, let me start turning my poems into songs. And I did that. A couple of years went by, like people had been hearing my stuff and it was like, you're really good. And so I finally worked up the nerve to tell my mom. And I let her hear something. And she was like, Jneshia, you're good. So she got me in the studio. I recorded my first song and it kind of like just played out from there.
I was gonna ask, have you cursed in front of your mom?
And now, yeah.
that back in the day, that wasn't happening probably. Huh? You was giving her the clean. You was giving her the clean versions.
Got to be safe for the mom.
What type of things were you initially writing your poetry about? Like, what was some of the subject matter or that inspired you to even like go that direction?
Just things that I had seen, like family members passing away, struggles that I seen my mom and my other family go through, things that I thought I was going through at the moment, but it wasn't nothing compared to being an adult, a real adult.
Right. The middle school loves and whatnot.
Yeah.
It happened to the best. It happened to the best. You know what I mean?
My first song actually called "Save Me."
Oh,
it's called.
Okay.
Save Me. Yeah.
What's the depth of that? What was it being saved from?
I was staying in Louisiana at the time, a small town in Louisiana called LeCount. And it's like one of them towns where like not a lot of people make nothing of themselves. So the song was basically about being saved from that environment, like to be the best version of myself that I could possibly be.
That's fine. That's fine. That's hard.
Okay,
That's hard.
Good deepness to that, man. For sure.
So fast forward from the early times to where you're at now, like super confident on screen, modeling your own videos, doing your thing. Now you can be the front line. Your pen is activated, writing and working. What can we expect to like kind of come moving forward now that you got that, you know what I mean? You got your sauce and your juice now, you know? You ready to show the world now.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm really excited about what's to come. I'm actually working on a project right now as we speak. Mind you guys, I do sing as well. I'm not primarily a rapper. I started off singing. And so a lot of people, they want to hear me singing on records. So the EP that I'm working on right now is going to be an R&B project. So I'm really excited about that. I'm really nervous too, because it's my baby. Like I'm really exposing like my feelings, things that I've been through, like the struggles of being an artist, the struggles of being an individual, a human being going through relationships. So y'all can definitely expect that soon.
That's
coming with all that. You shouldn't have anything to be worried about. You know, you putting out in the world what's coming from inside.
Mm-hmm.
People gonna receive it how they receive it, but that's your art.
Yeah.
When you were releasing like music earlier on, did you I'm hip to like freestyles and things that I always seen through like the medias or the all the little apps that cats was on from back in the day, but were you toying with like releasing full songs that were like R&B based, or were you just kind of barring it up or doing the kind of blended, I guess you could call it a top 40 type sound where you play with the melodies but you still rapping a little bit?
You talking about right now or before?
Early on, like were you playing with the R&B like at that point early, or is this something as you decided, you know what, I'm changing my sound, I'm getting new production, I know exactly what I want to look like, I know what my videos need to look like, who I want to cast in my videos, like the full whole like idea, before you got to that point where you still toying with it like, oh, let me see if I could do R&B, or were you focused on, let me just rap and get my bars off, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Early on, I played with it. I did. Actually, like if you visit my YouTube channel, I do have like a lot of covers on there where I basically remixed popular songs. But I was kind of like scared to release my own music with my own perspective because I didn't know how people would take that. So I played with it, but I didn't really put out a lot of material that was like that.
I feel that. Now that you got things going on, what's the production team like? Like who you got working? Who are you working with now? Who's building in them back rooms, creating them sounds where you walk in and you bob your head like, oh, this for me, this beat for me, this one for me.
Yeah, so it's crazy because when people like hear my voice, they're just like, okay, I gotta work with you. What we doing? So I have been having a lot of producers send me tracks to sing on. But I don't know. I be like, I have my days where I'm just like, you know what? Forget singing. I want to rap. Like, I want to rap. But I don't really have a specific production team. Not at the moment. I have producers that they're like my go-to people when it comes to that. But I'm still trying to fill that out. I'm still pretty much building my team.
That makes sense. I feel that for sure. And yeah, and that's why you got to check your emails. You never know. It might be a good beat pack. A lot of times it's a regular beat pack, but you got to check. You know what I'm saying? You got to check. Have you ever played with the idea of production yourself? Touching them keys, playing instruments, singing melodies and whatnot. How far on the journey have you gotten?
It's funny that you asked that because so I told y'all my backstory. My first time going to the studio, I didn't enjoy it because I'm kind of controlling. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm really bossy. I like to have control over everything, and so I didn't like people talking over my head about something. And I felt like this mine. Like, how y'all gonna talk over me? So I ended up going to school for audio engineering and music business. And so I know how to produce. I know how to mix. I know how to master. Most of the songs that you've heard, I've done the mixes and masters on them. If I didn't do it, then one of my favorite producers right now is Soka. He did it. But yeah, I'm not gonna do all of that.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we call all money inward. You know what I'm talking about?
I've never heard that before.
What? That's when, because when you got to pay your full team, your engineer, sound team, it's always good when you can build the conglomerate. But when you can do all those things for yourself and all you got to do is go 50-50 on the creative rights on the beat, that means that entire publishing check is socking right to your pocket, my dear, right to it.
Definitely.
So you certified in everything in engineering?
Yeah.
Oh, that's official, like a ref whistle. Do you run sessions for other artists ever, or do you just try and keep it focused on your own sound? There you go. That's a conversation. I seen it.
No, I was young, so I'm like, oh yeah, I wanna build a business doing something that I love, right? So I went to school for it, got my degree and everything, got out of school, built my studio from the ground up, started recording people, and I realized it wasn't, can't do it. I can't record other artists. Mind you, I'm an artist myself. So being on both sides, it's like I get it. But at the same time, I'm not finna sit in the studio with you while you want to nitpick with this song. Like, no, we're not doing it. I don't have the patience for it. So yeah, that ended up not working. I could do it for myself, but not other artists. Unless it's like a really dope artist.
Right, like if you were inspired to maybe like mentor that artist or work with them long-term type situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How often do you run into a person who's trying to get you to mix? And how many times you got to tell somebody no? Oh yeah, no. I'm just engineering this session for me, dog. I'll leave the computer open for you, but this for me, dog.
Just tell them to email you.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't get that often because most people don't even assume like I'm capable of doing any of that. Like when I tell people, oh yeah, I can engineer, they be like, what? You?
Messed up.
So I don't have that problem.
What does an engineer look like?
Right. That's what I'm saying. You know, people judge. It's fine. You don't trip. You don't do nothing to me. So.
Yeah, the same privilege that can get you to the front of that line can be the same curse that makes people sleep on a fire engineer right in front of their face.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Yeah, definitely. There's a drawback to it for sure. All right, well, we got a little bit more time left here. Why don't we turn the page real quick? Obviously, we've discussed you being an artist. What about Mambo mentioning like you modeling? Like, how'd you get into that?
So let me just clear the air. I'm not a model.
Oh, not a model. Okay.
Oh, this is funny because a lot of people when they see me, they be like, "Oh, you model? Oh, you should be a model. Come be in my video." Like I've done a lot of modeling. I've done a lot of music videos. I've done a lot of like modeling for brands and stuff, but I'm not a model. Like it's just something. Oh, you gonna pay me? Okay. I'll be a model for you today if you pay me. Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna make my money.
Right, but you
What
don't
about
got
like a role
you
model?
don't you not reaching out like looking, posting like, hey, tap in if you need a model, I got you.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I feel that.
You could definitely be a role model, though. We look up to you.
Oh, I love
Sure.
that. Thank you.
It's a great way of putting it, for sure. For sure. All right. Well, we're gonna get to our birthday section right now. We're gonna pay tribute to people that are celebrating their birthdays and play a little tune for you. So enjoy our birthday celebration for this week. All right, man. Happy birthday to all those people right there. Any other birthday shout outs?
Happy birthday to my girl sister Iris, for sure.
Happy birthday, Iris. Groovy, Jneshia, any birthdays?
Oh, too many to remember.
It's that kind of month.
Yes, it is.
The Leos, man. The Leos.
We said happy birthday hip hop already.
Yep. For sure. Okay.
Happy birthday to my older sister.
Happy birthday, Groovy sister.
Happy birthday to the family.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man. One of those was Campana, right? He actually has a new song, so we're gonna go ahead and play that right now. He's here from Seattle. He has a new track with P. Cruz, Dave B, and also Dave Shanae. It's called Rope. So enjoy this joint by Campana. And when we come back, let's chat it up with Groovy. Also later on in the program, he'll be doing a live performance. So keep it locked at Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. Stay right here.
There ain't nothing to worry
Cool.
about.
I appreciate you for confirming I'm not crazy.
Call me anytime you want, and I'll answer, cause I swear you think I am trying to sneak on you, but I can't, and I won't. Know that I got you, your little rope that holds me together. You make me better. You make me better.
Yeah. Look, need a little reassurance. I'm the man for that. You need a quench, I'm your camel back. You know a nigga stay smoke like a camel pack. Cause this be the last straw, broke the camel's back. Think of how you withdraw off the alcohol. You ain't said a word, missed text, missed call. Then you get inside your head while you running through my mind. It's all getting so redundant, I'm just checking if you fine. Let's be clear, you know you mine. Ain't no need to stress. Let me ease your mind, baby, get you undressed. Running short on time, wanna spend it with the best. Now it seems the universe putting us to the test. Best believe I'm trying to pass with flying colors. Got the purple on the air. Trying to take you on vacation, put some braids up in your hair. I'm just trying to play it fair. No, I'm in this for the better. What's that tugging at my heart? It's the rope that holds it all together.
There ain't nothing to worry about, baby. You call me anytime you want, and I'll answer, cause I swear you think I am trying to sneak on you, but I can't, and I won't. Know that I got you, your little rope that holds me together. You make me better. You make me better.
Like, tightrope. When I'm off balance, it's a challenge, but you always been a calm, how the nights go. Fortified shelter for my lonely. Know I used to keep an option, you my only. Master chess piece. Off to battle when I'm right here where you left me. No option but to hold you down. No idea where we float to now. I do. Fingers run through 4C. Hair is a type 2. Movie when I dive into your waters, a light leak. Do anything but listen to what matters when I speak. You love me. I'm here for the good. And the bad and the cute. Lost on love, so we had to recoup. Cross down traffic, I passed through the you. You got me, ain't no chance that I lose, you know.
There ain't nothing to worry about, baby. You call me anytime you want, and I'll answer, cause I swear you think I am trying to sneak on you, but I can't, and I won't. Know that I got you, your little rope that holds me together. You make me better. You make me better. You make me better if you call. It's whatever I'll pick up for you. You make me better if
I know y'all sipping on that fresh juice over here on Rainier Avenue Radio. This is Rocky G coming from DC to the Bay with your host D Money, Pint Size Patron, IDYourself, and OG Mambo. Yee!
Generational wealth. Generational wealth. Generational wealth. What is generational wealth? We asked our communities, and this is what they had to say.
Generational wealth is incredibly difficult to accrue. My mom likes to joke that we come from a long line of people who are bad at money. She always talks about wanting to buy a house so that she has something to leave her kids. I got really sick when I was a kid, and all our money went towards that. I had to leave college because I couldn't afford my next year's tuition, medical bills, and life. It's all so difficult. And then you think about wanting to leave something behind for your kids. Well, how can you leave something behind for your kids when every day you're trying to make sure that your kids have joy and happiness and health and fulfillment today? Every day I'm really concerned about if I'll be able to keep living and making art in this city for myself.
This campaign to create awareness to generational wealth is brought to you by the Department of Neighborhood's Generational Wealth Initiative, the Washington Housing Finance Commission, and Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Kind of nonsense conversation are we having here?
The Neon Ghost Show. The Neon Ghost Show. Right here on Rainier. Wait, what's it? Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Right about now.
Rainier Avenue Radio.world. I'm so tired. I have to pee.
Did you know that there's an updated COVID-19 booster that protects you even more than the original vaccines? Even if you got the first vaccinations, now it's time to get this new updated booster shot. It's especially important for adults 50 and over and people with a compromised immune system. Even though you may not hear about people catching COVID as often, each week in King County, some people even end up in the hospital because of it. So check with your loved ones and make sure they've gotten an updated booster. For more information on where to get a COVID vaccine, including free vaccination resources, visit kingcounty.gov/vaccines. kingcounty.gov/vaccines.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy, Soul the Interrogator, Takeover Music Collective. You are now listening to Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio with the Juice Pack, D Money, Pint Size Patron, IDYourself, and OG Mambo. Get it in.
Everybody got their day. I'm just in the business of making that come sooner. 4-5 all on my waist, not an oldie, but guess what? It's still in my boomer. Talking all the online, but in real life you ain't really on nothing. If I pass the fender, you best get to running. Red dot, green bean, Christmas is coming. The way I'm bringing these gifts, smoking these bars like it was a split. Yeah, I'm just killing this shit. Little mama, just go work those hips. How many? Good thing I brought an extended. I'm up in this shit. I'm reloaded. Now back to this shit. Okay. And just so they don't get sturdy, but I'm from the X where it really do get jiggy. Not even home, but I'm running my city. On TikTok, looking to my body. Now I'm messed up. Who really want it? Throwing my shit wherever I'm at. I'm comfy. Yeah, I'm just cozy. Everybody got their day. I'm just in the business of making that come sooner. 4-5 all on my waist. Not an old, but guess what? It's still in my boomer. Talking all the online, but in real life, they ain't really on nothing. If I pass the fender, you best get to running. Red dot, green bean, Christmas is coming. They gonna remember me for always looking like I'm just ready to die. With my locks, yeah, the 4-5. Get sturdy before I make a mama cry. Cause these hollows is hot, yeah, these gon' fry. Stepping on mountains, niggas die. The P is on just like me whenever I slide. Yeah, I'm just talking my shit. You know the next line of that bit. I'm posing for pics in this bit. My fans is loving, they tell me, yeah, this is the movie I live. I wouldn't change it, not even one bit, yeah. Really sturdy as shit, I'm big TG up in this. Everybody got their day, I'm just in the business of making that come sooner. 4-5 all on my waist, not an old, but guess what? It's still in my boomer. Talking all the online, but in real life, they ain't really on nothing. If I pass the fender, you best get to running. Red dot, green bean, Christmas is coming.
All right, Christmas is coming, yo. Well, maybe in a 4 or 5 months, but Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio, groovypeso with that joint unreleased music.
Christmas came early.
Christmas there you go.
Let's go. Unreleased.
Yeah. Christmas in July was a thing when I grew up. So like,
was it now?
Yeah, like, well, not like a real thing, but like I remember all the commercials growing up.
Yeah, okay. I was thinking for a minute there that you actually celebrate Christmas in July. Okay.
Nah, that'd be crazy.
Wouldn't be mad at it though.
I know, right? For sure. So, I know you told us this off air, but that is going to be for the upcoming album. Obviously, Before the Groove is out. But up the next step is what's the actual project going to be called?
So Before the Groove dropped in July, and then we got Welcome to the Groove, which is the first official album.
Welcome to the Groove. Okay.
Keeping it groovy.
Well,
Brandon 101.
so how'd you run down that branding label of being the Groove?
I grew up dancing like all the time. Like, I couldn't help it. So like people just kind of called me Groove. So it just kind of stuck.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, definitely. Okay. So life of the party and the peso. What's the peso? Money. So obviously life of party and money.
Yeah. Money is my motivation for a lot of things. Got a whole tattoo that says if it's not about money,
let's see if I get it.
I find it annoying.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just been a whole focus. That's kind of how you can take care of people that you care about. It's kind of how the world runs, unfortunately. So
yeah, for sure. Okay.
D put it in his name.
He literally did, right? Oh yeah, I did. Yeah.
We got different versions of it. It's the same thing. We cousins.
you Espanol, I be English. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I'm Puerto Rican, so it makes sense.
Yes, for sure.
I mean, you've been consistent with the releases, especially since recently transitioning to music. I know personally, but we're gonna let the radio people know a little bit more of the depth of it too, bro. But talk a little bit about that, like the sense of urgency, maybe, or just the freedom to be creative, bro. So you can really just, you know what I mean, cook up. Because you started out, I knew groovypeso initially. He designed many shows that I did, like hella endless fits, like fits on fits, one-on-one pieces, super dope fire collaborations, and then was able to shift and transition and still maintain the world of creativity, but in a completely different capacity. So just shine a little light on that, bro, for the people who don't know.
Yeah, so like I've been actually running Failures Only Option for almost 4 years now. Man, it's been a minute.
What was it called?
Failures Only Option. It's my clothing brand. It's the
Failures
idea.
Only Option.
Yeah, the idea you got to go through failures to get to success. So,
okay. Flipped it on them.
Yeah, basically, like it's the only option, but it's okay because you'll get through that.
Okay.
So I've been doing that for a while. It was a lot of like graphic tees. It was kind of how I would spread messages of things that I believed in without like going too crazy or going political or anything like that. And then just with some cool like graphic designs that I'd draw up on my iPad and everything. And then I'd also do like painted jerseys, painted pants, denim jackets, kind of whatever you could think of, I would paint on it.
That's hard.
For sure. So the fit that you're wearing right now, is that a Failures Only Option brand or?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's too hot. I make winter clothes from like more fall and winter stuff. I like heavy layers, hoodies that are like 15, 16 ounces, like stuff like that. So it doesn't really work for the summer as much as I needed to.
For sure.
Now, they were saying you from New York?
Yeah.
What part?
From the Bronx.
Okay. Hip hop for real. Happy 50th.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, we can definitely see the influence of New York drill music for sure.
Man, just it's fun. As weird as it sounds, because the topics that we talk about aren't really lighthearted topics, but
yeah,
just being able to talk about things that I've dealt with, things that I see from my point of view, and having a different sound that isn't from out here definitely is fun.
For sure. It really does make you like stand out for sure. Like if you were in New York making that music, there's a lot of other people be making the same, but here in the Northwest, you do that on a set with other artists, you're gonna sound a lot different than a lot of these folks.
Yeah, no. Speaking of that, me and Mambo did a set in I think it was February, April. That it was definitely a lot of different Seattle artists that did different sounds, and it was I definitely noticed I stood out with the set list that I put together, and just the fact that my music's all high energy. It's gonna make you want to dance. It's gonna make you want to bob your head, and like not everyone brings that consistently with every single track that they do.
We definitely hear it in your delivery that you come from a dancing background. Just the way you approach it with the aggression. I mean, That's got to translate on stage, I'm sure.
Man, I got terrible knees, but I'll get sturdy any day of the week. You just gotta ask me.
Man, you would have had me fools, man. That boy got knees of steel, if you ask me, bro.
Nah, I bend down and I gotta ask for help to get back up. It's bad, but you let me. You throw on a beat and it's like I'm 17 again or something.
So you really do dance like nobody's watching.
Every single day, man. Every single. You can ask the people I work with. Mambo knows. We used to be hanging out together. I randomly just right there, just hey, whatever it is.
Respect.
Impromptu. You may or may not be in a Get Sturdy video, whether you like it or not.
You gotta watch. You gotta watch.
I advise maintaining a sturdy ability just for that reason.
Have you always been this way? Like even as a kid, were you always just dancing around, being the life of the party, causing disruptions in class? Or like, was that what you as a kid?
Yeah, I wasn't class clown back in middle school. Like I've always been the life of the party, always been the person that's making jokes.
Shout out to them, man.
Us class clowns, we trying to make it far in life too. I promise you. But yeah, no, I've always been like, for as calm demeanor as I have, the people that really know me and kick it with me every day be like, man, he got so much energy. Like he wake up in the morning ready to go.
So morning person rather than evening person?
I'm a sleep for the week person. I go to bed at 2 a.m., wake up at 6 a.m., 7 a.m., and I'm back ready to go again.
I can dig it though. For sure. Well, Mambo always seems to ask this question, but what was your journey to the music? What was your journey to starting your style of music?
So like I've only started releasing music earlier this year, funny enough, but like I've grown up around music. I grew up around people that were high affiliates in Def Jam, and just kind of they pushed me to just trying out rapping and see what it did, because like I'd mess around with stuff and like I'd never take it seriously, but I grew up around a bunch of people that did take it seriously, and so they saw the potential or like just give it a chance. And so like I did it for a few years, then I'd stop, and then I started playing sports in school, and then not going to school and doing other things that I shouldn't be doing, and then kind of got into the clothes. But I always kind of kept music as a background thing of just doing it for fun, freestyling. And then I got to managing people and just kind of doing things like that. And finally I was like, why am I managing when I could just do it myself? And so linked up with my brother back home, got some people that produce for me in the Dominican Republic and Cuba, overseas, that make some crazy beats for me. We literally just be up in Discord, and it's just gone from that. I like the club music is just so much fun to do.
Outside of your own brand, is there a brand that you like kind of stand by?
Like clothing wise?
Yeah.
Fear of God Essentials.
I respect that. Respect that.
You can wear that anywhere. It can be the top. I almost came in one, honestly. I swapped out real fast because I thought this tie-dye joint was a little bit better.
Same question to Jneshia. Is there a brand you stick to?
Not really.
Not really. Gotcha.
Okay. So a year ago, sounds like things like really you decided to start making music and things just started to come together for you, or was there some difficulties? Or
so in January I spent the whole year kind of curating a sound and trying to figure out how I wanted to sound on tracks, what I wanted to do. Like I tried to make my voice sound softer, and then finally just leaned into the deepness of my voice to do these tracks and stuff like that. But I actually, in January, I was like, I'm not going to do this. I'm just going to put out all the tracks that I had stocked up, and we're just going to be done with it. And I'm going to just focus back up on the clothing. And February, one of my tracks ended up going viral on TikTok, a track called Come On, Let's Play. And so like, I think we amassed like almost like 3 million views over collectively like 120 videos of just people dancing back home in New York and in Jersey and stuff. So that kind of just gave me an idea of, okay, maybe let's actually just take it seriously again and really just start pushing stuff the right way. And things have just kind of been flowing since then. And I've just been trying to keep up the content, keep up tracks. Even Crash Bandicoot's done almost 10K so far in the first week and a half. So that's been kind of cool.
So
that's fire, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, getting those numbers that quickly. I mean, that is just that was just so much energy behind you and get that momentum for sure.
How long have you been in Washington?
On and off for like 8 years. I got out here in high school and then I left and then I've been back and I'm about to leave again actually.
Was it Seattle or
yeah,
Gotcha.
out in Renton, funny enough.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. That's what's up.
You mentioned the sports background, bro. What type of sports were you playing when you were getting into it?
I played soccer, played basketball, played a little bit of baseball. I tried football. Was not for me.
It's not for everybody.
It was all fun and games until I got hit. Then it was now I wanted to square up, and I was like, okay, this is not for me.
Yeah, you can get knocked out for sure.
Not cleaned out. Man.
I'm built scrawny and tall. That's not football material.
It definitely sounds very soccerish, though.
Yeah.
Although people sometimes be playing pretty dirty in soccer, man, with their feet, man, they can really get tripped up and scratched up there.
Why you think I got bad knees?
Okay, see, everything's
You got okay.
Put in the leg work.
Nah, they put in the work. I had to take the leg damage.
Oh, okay. You were one of the clean players. Okay.
Yeah, nah. I've had my red cards in my day.
Oh, okay.
Ain't not for nothing. This dude in the comments, JC Millions, he said your track is clean. The one we played, we had him on the show a couple weeks ago. You should definitely check him out, man. Y'all could probably collab. It'd probably be kind of fire, man.
But I appreciate that.
I'm interested in the reception being on this side of the nation and having a sound that is growing and being popularized, especially on like a media level. Like how important is it to you and your team to eventually get back to New York and start performing for those audiences and connecting with those different platforms that are out there?
It's monumental. I mean, we run ads that are specifically targeted out there. Honestly, as much as I do stuff out here, I'm not really focused because my target audience isn't out here. I appreciate everyone who supports me out here and everything, but the sound that I cultivate isn't really accepted out here as much yet. And it's just because everyone's so used to the West Coast sound and pushing that type of music and Bay Area sounds that you hear something new. Like I get comments randomly that are people be like, oh no, like those are whack beats. And I'm like, I mean, where I'm from, these are the top beats that are blowing up. So realistically, it's just kind of, it has its pushbacks. And I know that eventually we're going to get back home soon, just especially with the people that have reached out to me recently and just the different things that we have in motion over the next like 6-7 months.
I know you kind of softly mentioned while you were getting your tone locked in and finding your voice, were you experimenting with like the different coastal sounds and things like that? Is that something that you'd be willing to explore? Or is it kind of like, you got your bread and butter and you just want to, keep working what already works with you because there's so much experimentation within that as well?
I started off actually rapping over like Atlanta trap beats. Like I loved the Migos, loved like all those artists that were blowing up. So that was where I kind of wanted to freestyle over first. So I mean, drill music, especially New York, only blew up like 2018, 2019, really 2020, the style that I'm doing. And so there wasn't really a sound for New York up until more recently again. So I'm always open to try other stuff. I actually got a couple tracks in the cut, like one with Peaceful Pinder, who's got another feature on it that's like, it's a whole different vibe. It's more of a storytelling joint. I got another like West Coast bounce track that I've done. Me and my homie Nico Fortune got a whole EP that we're getting ready to drop that it's half drill, half just more rage, turn up music and stuff like that. So I mean, as much as I enjoy my bread and butter, I like to get outside of the box and change up the sound.
That's fire, bro. That leaves a lot of room for collaboration and more creativity, because as you're building your core fan base, you can never miss out on a hip hop head or two who might like both worlds, that you can dabble in, you know what I'm saying? So that's fine.
Yeah.
What's something you miss about back home?
Chopped cheese.
That's real.
That sounds real New York.
That sounds
like something from New York supposed to say. Like Y'all got that on a note card somewhere.
Is that the flip card's right in front of me and they holding it up, letting me know which one was the correct answer. The B answer was bacon, egg, and cheese. But nah, I go to like Rain City Market down in Renton. They got a nice little chopped cheese. That joint opened up when I used to live down there, and I used to walk every single day to go get one before going to work. It was bad.
Just for the nostalgia of that, being able to kind of experience it.
It's like a little bodega almost.
Rain got some heaters, man.
You spent a decent amount of time doing some back and forth movement too, if I'm understanding things correctly too, though, right?
Yeah.
So that got to so you got like you kind of understand. You're kind of like a hybrid. You're like mixed in that aspect, East Coast and West Coast in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Elements of it.
Yeah, I mean, being grown up out there, and then even just coming out here, the way my mom, like you met my mom, the way my mom talk, she got that strong accent. It comes.
Oh yeah, no, your mom is very New York. She's a New York lady for sure.
Yeah, that like, even though she's been out here for as long too, because she was out here before I was even born in the military and stuff. So like that just never left her, and I think that just imprinted on me and imprinted on my sister. Like you just got it, unfortunately. Like not even unfortunately, it just I can't change that about me.
Man, well, based on what Jneshia was saying earlier and what you're saying right now, it sounds like both of your moms big, heavy influences for both of you.
Yeah, man, my mama is that's the rock right there. That's the person.
Okay, Muma. She even got the slick little name. I like that.
She hated that when growing up. I used to call her that, and she hated it. And now, like, she embraces that. Like, she loves it.
Right. Like, if you don't say it, she missed.
Groovy on her.
Yeah.
Groovy on her.
Nah, I think it was one of those things she knew she wasn't ever gonna escape, so she had to just accept it at one point.
And just like I asked Jneshia, you curse in front of your mom?
No, she said she did.
Yep. Yeah. I'll hit her with a smooth apology, like, "Ooh, my bad," but like, I get riled up, I get angry, and so like I call her to vent, so I'll definitely be going off, and these things be flying out, and I'll be like, "Ooh, my bad, hold up," and she be like, "Nah, I understand," because F them too, and I'm like, "Oh, word, I get it." Yep. Yeah, jacking that.
That's a real mom.
My mom was the type of person that used to pull up for me no matter what. So
wow.
I used to get into some sticky
a real mom, when you say F something, they know you mean it.
Yeah.
She know that if I call 2 times, she got to pick up the phone because it's go time. So.
Not the 2-time call. Yo.
Is that how you do it, Jneshia? Call your mom, you expect her to answer?
Nah. I'm gonna be busy. She a busy woman, so if she don't answer, I'm not tripping.
Yeah. It might be a boy thing.
Nah, because I think it's just my mom. My mom runs her own business and everything, so she got the flexibility just to pick up on the dime. So because she be doing it for my sister too.
Well, I just know her schedule, but when I call, I do expect the answer.
I don't even know my mom's schedule. I just call. I just fingers crossed. Please pick up.
Yeah.
Please pick up.
What are some of the difficulties of having that influence, or like for you specifically, Jneshia, like your mom helping kind of, would you call it managing? I don't know if you'd call it managing, just supporting and guiding and things of that nature. What are some of the difficulties? Because part of being an artist is us like discovering who we are every day, you know what I mean? So reintroducing yourself to a parent can always be a tricky thing, because they're like, man, I know you. How are you trying to find you? I know you. I made you. I know who you are. So talk a little bit about some of the not necessarily the downs, but the hiccups that you've been able to like make it through and work and made your relationship stronger.
It was definitely some ups and it was definitely some downs. Because my mom, she did manage me. She actually did manage me starting out. But once I did get to the point where I was like, okay, I'm trying to discover myself and figure out who I want to be as an artist, we kind of had to like cut ties.
Right.
She still supports all of that stuff, but yeah.
It created it. I can just imagine how it can be limited.
You fired her?
You fired your mom.
Hey, yo.
How did that go?
Yeah, how was that conversation?
I didn't say, hey,
Took her to dinner?
Hey, can you have a seat right over here, please?
Just like on the game when Malik fired his mom.
Oh wow!
I mean, you could like offer to do the dishes in the severance package or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? Appreciate everything. I'm gonna hold you down for about 30. We got 30 days of dishes for you. You know?
30 days of dishes. That's crazy.
No, but that's dope that you still get the support that you need too, because I know that can be kind of difficult, especially with just that hierarchy. I feel like siblings, it can be a little bit easier, or cousins or things like that, because it's like a peer. But when that person, when this is someone who's had seniority over you for so long, and the roles are supposed to be reversed, artist and manager, like the manager literally is working for the artist. You know what I mean? That's the client. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was just curious. I was curious to see. And I know some of our listeners are definitely going through situations that are similar or contemplating that too. So you might have just helped somebody out right there. Like, you know what, Mom? I love you, Mom, but I just watched Jneshia today, and she told her mom she wasn't trying to do it, and they still cool. Maybe we can still be cool. Yeah.
Mambo over here destroying relationships.
Oh, no. I'm actually that's what you call restoration, D Money. You know what I'm saying?
That's that restoration hardware, D.
There is other things that Mambo does, including building up, and he builds up community with his weekly program, Fremont Fridays, which he hosts and DJs at. And this Friday, we got a couple of artists coming through on this Friday the 18th. Let's see, we got Reposado.
Those are my boys.
Jay Fitty, Yanni, General Mohos, man, and then Mambo doing the DJing thing, silent disco there at right after.
Actually, this week we're gonna have a fill-in. Like I said, I got that family situation, so that's gonna trickle in. I'm OT for the weekend, but I'll be back in the city next weekend, back to regular scheduled programming, man.
Okay. Well, here at Rainier Ave this weekend, we'll be covering the big day of play. That goes down at the Rainier Playfield. So join us live starting at noon. We'll be live all the way until 6. So if you can't make it down to the Rainier Playfields, just listen and watch live on RainierAvenueRadio.world or on Rainier Avenue Radio's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch channels from noon all the way until 6. We'll be covering the main stage, so performances of lots of culture, fitness demonstrations, all that kind of stuff. So noon to 6, big day of play, Rainier Avenue Radio. All right. We mentioned JC Millions just a second ago, tuning in and enjoying the tracks that he's been hearing. We have one of his tracks playing on tonight's program, man, former guest of the show. He has a joint called A Way Out featuring Ike Tyler. So check out JC Millions right now on Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio. And stay tuned. We have an unreleased joint from Jneshia, and we got a live performance from groovypeso. So here we go.
We made a way out, took a chance, and they just took the safe route. Finna take shots like I went and pulled the K out. Grinding through the night and running numbers when it's day out. We never see a drought and keep it raining from the payouts. I'm attached to the hustle, so I had to go and double up. Stacking up these racks inside the bags when they be duffled up. You getting by with just enough. My whole team will run it up and pump it up enough to make the stock market bubble up. I'm off parking Aston Martin somewhere after dark with that alien technology that's aftermarket parts. I wanted all the smoke and only half the carton sparks, so I turned into an arson, turning ashes into art. I'm the joke out the window, shooting missiles out the semi-truck, whipping in the Benzo with the semis on me, semi-tucked, or revving in the Hemi truck. 2020 vision for the bucks. If you come at us, you better get your fatty up. We made a way out, took a chance, and they just took the safe route. Finna take shots like I went and pulled the K out. Grinding through the night and running numbers when it's day out. We never see a drought and keep it raining from the payouts.
Yo, I'm posted, sitting close to the ocean, Pacific coast in my veins, soaking in rain, and all my folks is
is the same, the home of Cobain. Most overdoses happen to people closest. Gotta keep 10 toes in and feet exposed, yet I keep in motion. With sweet devotion meets deep emotion. And though the streets imposing, bleak and hopeless, you keep your focus and keep on going. Defeat the bosses, gamble to keep your losses, but you lost it, got less, and tomorrow repeat the process. I could be down and out with a knife in my wrist. Life's up shit, now I'm about to rhyme, and I'm piping it to enlightenment. Found a power, took it up outer. She moaning louder, she a shouter. That's my Wi-Fi, hit it right through the router. We made a way out, took a chance and they just took the safe route. Finna take shots like I went and pulled the K out. Grinding through the night and running numbers when it's day out. We never see a drought and keep it raining from the payouts.
Good afternoon. This is Morgan Freeman. You are rocking with Fresh Juice here at Rainier Avenue Radio. Here with your host, D Money, Pint Size Patron, IDYourself, and OG Mambo. Thank you for listening and have a nice night.
Wash your hands, don't touch your face, wipe things down, clean up your space. When you cough and sneeze, do responsibly. If you feel you're getting ill, isolate at home and chill. No, you're not alone. Please pick up your phone and call 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Health 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Health Community Radio Station will provide you with more information. Say Rainier Avenue Radio. Your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Welcome to the Fitness Corner. I'm your host, Mark Bryant, and you're going to get a whole total body workout on my show, starting off with a warm-up, aerobics, strength training, cool down, and stretching every Friday from 11:30 to 12 right here on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Greetings. This is your host, DJ Neftali, Rainier Avenue Radio.world, the best DJ in the Seattle area. You can catch me every Monday at 8 p.m. on YouTube. Like I said, this is DJ Neftali, the best reggae in Seattle, Washington, the best radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Man, right?
Atlantic Street Center has been serving the children, youth, and families of the Seattle King County area since 1910. We partner with families and communities to raise healthy, successful children and youth through services including counseling, early learning, youth development, domestic violence, and education support for school-aged children. Committed to serving the African American community, Atlantic Street Center provides services and support for all marginalized people. Learn more at AtlanticStreetCenter.org.
Hey, yo, beautiful fam. It's your boy, The Dirty Sample. You're listening to Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio with the Juice Pack. My boys D Money, Pint Size Patron, IDYourself, and OG Mambo. Get fresh, baby.
Tired of these niggas thinking that'll get me. Swear I never believe it's ass, well I'm on to the next demon. Don't get in your feelings, nigga, you know they wasn't in agreement. Wanna leave with me, bet I send your ass back tweaking. Like damn, babe, you lethal. Bad like drip. Got a girl, but I might leave her. She a chicken, but she like beef, and that's why I lost faith in y'all niggas. Cause I know you love that toxic shit. Blow that bag to impress me, to see this kitty pop like a jet ski. You can only get it in your wet dreams, nigga, get it in the backseat. Side off, worried how you treat me. She need to treat her with some Vaseline. Met them all in the wicked fantasies like you cut me out of a magazine. Meanwhile, your ex bitch won't smoke. See me on your story, now she stopped me like she want more. Scrolling on my page just to copy all my poses. Bitch, you got a problem, bring that shit to my door. As you take your ass home, get that energy to your kids. Pressed on and was getting while it's nothing in your fridge. Think that we competing, babe, you not even pissed. Daddy wanna wipe me down and you been aired out for years. Tired of these niggas thinking that it's just need 'em. Swear I never leave his ass while I'm on to the next demon. Don't get in your feelings, you into know that when you're agreement. Wanna leave with me, bet I send your ass back tweaking. Like damn, babe, you lethal. That ass fat like drinker. Got a girl, but I might leave her. She a chicken, but she like beef, and that's why I lost faith in y'all niggas. Cause I know you love that toxic shit. Yeah.
Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio every Wednesday night, 9 to 11 p.m. with the Juice Pack. That is Jneshia right there. Toxic-ish.
I see why you fired your mom. It all makes sense now.
My bad.
It's some grown-up things going on, Mom.
Yes, we do.
So that track, according to your Instagram, officially dropping on the 25th.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what we heard, that unreleased version, is that the full or a portion or a teaser?
That's the full version.
Okay.
That's the full version.
That was Bob.
That's what's up. For sure. All right. Well, when do we get to this live performance, man? I think it's time.
Oh,
okay. Are you ready, Groovy?
Fresh Juice exclusive.
You ready? Okay. Let's get that beat going. Let's do this live performance, man. Do you want to intro it before we, or just want to get into it?
Yeah, I can. This track actually just dropped today. It's called Different Path. It'll be on the album, I think. We still deciding. We still deciphering eventually.
Yeah.
Shout out to my brother Noor and my boy Cardigan. They produced the beat together.
Let's go.
Okay. Different Path. That's what it's called, man. Let's do this.
You know you tripping, man.
Yeah. Hey, Cardigan, turn to the shit.
Smoking on that pass. Told her that this gon' last. She afraid, scar from the past. But now I'm not them. I'm on a different path. To the money I laugh. Getting real steady is my gag. This is my life. This not a fad. Riding around, you know I got grist me. Yeah, I messed up. Move to tack. Yeah, Groove really got PTSD. Yeah, I know this plotting on me because I want the things they see on my IG. But what they don't understand is all the work I put in to get these things.
Yeah.
Back to the grind I went. Because in life I just want to win. From the front to the back in this. Got them getting real jiggy in this.
Yeah.
While I talk about this I did. They don't know that my life is tough. Gotta fight depression because I'm the head of my team. Oh, yo.
Yeah.
Straight out the mud, bread from deaths, praying for bread, never stacking up chips. Failures only be too legit. I know it's cliche, but we pray for times like this. Whoa, hey.
groovypeso.
Smoking on that pass. I told her that this gon' last. She afraid, scar from a past. But I'm not them, I'm on a different path. To the money I laugh. Getting real sturdy is my gag. This is my life, this not a fad. Time my necklace, but if I chain tomorrow, my baby, I'm repping your name. TDG4Z, I claim this is bigger than some gang. Yeah, I'm just stepping for this. You know, I got me a clip. I'm busting your head, shaking the hips. I'm smoking on, tell me I'm geeking a bit. Was trapping and scamming, I'm rapping. The holy trifecta of just trying to make it out the streets. Trying to get just what I need. Gotta beat the odds, you see. Cause I gotta lead my team. Smoking on that pass. I told her that this gon' last. She afraid, scar from a past. But now I'm not them, I'm on a different path. To the money I laugh. Getting real steady is my gag. This is my life, it's not a fad.
Yeah.
Whoa, hey.
Fresh Juice exclusive.
Rage.
Hey. It's that group. Better duck and move.
That's live, man. Let's go.
Fresh Juice exclusive. You can go find that on Spotify, on Apple Music, whatever you stream music on. Different Path by groovypeso.
All right, there it is. Yes.
Man, you really bring that energy, man.
Yeah, you wouldn't mind.
Man, I tried to. I felt low energy, honestly.
Well, it's hot in here, so
it is.
You gotta adjust to the climate.
Yeah, that's why we.
You gotta adjust to the climate.
Couldn't get actually sturdy in the chair. It's a little too hot for that.
It's been one of those shows for sure, man. I'm a little winded myself, man. Really low energy, and I don't know if you all know it, but I've been looking over at the wall a couple of times, man. There's actually a spider over here, man. Giving me a little anxiety.
Okay. You scared? Big as you is, you scared of spiders, dog?
I'm not saying I'm scared. I'm just a little unnerved. Like it's right over there, you know.
Hey, with great power.
Hey, your chance to become Spider-Man is now. You got one chance.
One chance.
You sound like Eminem. We got one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow.
I'm just saying. Peter Parker only happened once.
For so, man. All right, man. Let's go into another song right here. This one coming at you from Queens, actually. Royal Flush and the late Sean Price on this one, featuring the one and only Cassidy. B.O.B. Bars of Bowl. So check it out right here. Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. Royal Flush, Sean Price, B.O.B. and Cassidy.
Play your cards right to get that, cause I'm short of you. I get a kid killed, it'll cost less than what abortions do. Let it ring what I was taught to do, but to stick a blast and split your shit in half like divorces do. My homies wouldn't have no remorse for you, but I do it on my own, homes, no mortgage due. I wear Nike Airs, I bought a few, I'm 10 toes down for a check I never been like forces do. For a P, I need 42. I could spray a slug and get your grave dug with this 42. I'm thinking if I go to war with you, that thing could clap at your thinking cap. I don't think you thought it through. I body every beat I recorded to, but somebody should beat your ass and then record it too. Ain't no bodies on this ratchet cause I bought a new, and my chick ratchet with a body, so I bought a
Man, I'm trying to get rich and do the same as white people do, like feed alligators, jump off the building with parachutes. After junior high, I got that work through and turn a lunchroom to an avenue. For them goods, have to grab them clips, DNA everywhere. Drive with a gun, but the extra one is with the spear. I smoke Bob Marley, sell Britney Spears. Bitches fighting for the front, musical chairs. I wear more jewelry than Miss a T like a referee. A T? Referee? Got it? I don't do what others again do, or move like others again move. The day that you did, they gon' say Flush, he was on a cruise. My life different, I move psychopathic with a long biscuit. My if I'm said a real nigga, it tastes different.
You nice, but the rest of your crew though sound like shit. It's best of me coolo. 2 texts, 2 steps, 2 on your 2 door. Why you know why you bitch like where did the roof go? Lyrics be lying, but rock is the truth though. Hitman for hot, get 4 Henny on Hublot. Cars crazier, the bars in ya. Rhyme all in your mind, I'm Charles Xavier. The heat go in my hand, pop poppy and poppy people. She go with the man, the eagle evil blend, even lethal with the hands. Fair ones ain't fair, I will beat you where you stand. The bars are authentic, with jewels and shoes, faking all of your cars rented. I ain't your friend, so acting friendly. It's not in my act, no grim when I grim read. You ain't making photos in the rear naked chokehold. Shot a regime, Sean Price, I gotta be king. I'm the chip, I will get in to bother your bang.
All right, rest in peace to the late Sean Price on that one. Also featuring Royal Flush,
Cassidy,
yeah. B.O.B. Bars of the Bull.
They were smoking on that one.
Clearly.
Ooh-wee.
Oh man, that's that New York, man. That's a different type of New York for sure. But definitely, man. All right, man. Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio here with Groovy Peso, Jneshia, man. I don't know if we got ID in the back, but I don't know if he's ready to do ID the question or not. I mean, we ready to get to it if he's ready for it, but I don't know. He said leave me backstage, so I guess we're just gonna continue with the show.
Yeah.
All right.
That means we get to focus on the home team, the guest that's right in front of our faces, and I love the sound of it.
I like that.
Especially Miss Jneshia holding it down with the time difference. I see you thugging for us. You're a real one for that. I appreciate you. We over here talking about 11 o'clock, and you over here. You like, well, 11? That was what? It's about tomorrow.
It is.
Yeah, you on Thursday. You on a Fresh Juice Thursday. This is as exclusive as it gets.
I know, right?
Have you got to travel? I know you've been to the boot and back and forth like that. Have you got to see different coastal adventures too? Kind of like how Pacer got to see East Coast, West Coast, or has it been a lot of Southern region for you so far? on your creative journey?
As far as music, yeah, definitely mostly Southern. Atlanta, Louisiana, Houston, Oklahoma, New York. New York is probably like the furthest that I went as far as music goes.
That's the hip hop mecca, though. I feel like, you know, you
Yeah.
check in there, you checked in, you got your stripes. I don't want to hear it, Peso. We know, you know, I know. He was waiting to chime in. We the goats. New York, son. Chopped cheese, son.
Stop it. Stop it. Now I'm being bullied because I like chopped cheese. That's crazy. Have you had one? Do you know what you're missing out on?
I honestly don't know what I'm missing out on, and I probably wouldn't ridicule it if I understood.
When
That's
you
really
touch
what
back
it
down,
is.
we're going to Rain City Market.
Say no more. I got you.
So we do got word from ID. Actually, we do have an ID the question that we can serve up, and so we're gonna go ahead and do that on his behalf, man. So
yeah, scalp to your feet.
ID the question when you speak.
Yeah.
Here we go. What goes through your mind when you see a man or woman on the corner of a red light holding a sign?
Oh yeah, I remember this one. Yeah, this one's hard.
No, we chose all green lights.
Facts.
Call back.
So I've seen nothing and all green.
No, on a real one though, for real. What type of thing? What does go through y'all mind? I'm interested on from each one of y'all. When you see something like that, you see a homeless person, especially if they're close in your age range. Too. What type of questions or thoughts pass through your mind?
What did you do to get in that position?
That's a fair first question for sure.
Yeah.
What about you?
I asked myself what car I'm in, because I want to know how they're looking at me.
What?
No.
Yeah.
I was hoping someone was going, you know what I mean, help him out of that one, but
No,
and that's
like,
one of them times.
You gotta know what car you in. Like, is this?
I mean,
that sounds like a
some money.
champagne problem.
Like, some
No,
cars you can expect some money out of for sure.
I ain't go.
Some cars you're like, yeah, I don't expect that. I'm not even gonna ask.
I'm definitely with you though. I wonder what it is like. How you end up in that position? Because I feel like that's what warrants the next thought or idea or any form of judgments or things like that. Because you never really know. You know, sometimes some people got real wild stories, and it's circumstances that anyone could have fallen victim to, and then there's other people who have digressed or made decisions or continue to make decisions that place them in that position too. So I feel like that's the most important question, figuring out what it is, what you own. You got put here or you put yourself here.
And then on top of that, man, you hear about these stories of people that actually turn down work and feel that they can make more money on the corner like that.
I have heard about that. Do y'all got that out there in Houston like that? I didn't really see too many.
We have people that fake like being homeless, like fake being out here.
Fake homeless.
That's a
like over there outside the store, and then they'll go get in the car after they done got their money and drive off type situation.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we don't got that. Our homeless is homeless for real. Like you might, you know what I mean?
I've seen a few.
A little bit of both. A little bit of both.
Well, no, I have seen what D Money's talking about though. Like I'm talking like growing up, like high school days, riding buses at the mall, and I remember with a homeless dude saying stuff like that. Like, well, I make more money not working than I would if I had a job. Like, I don't want no job. I'm collecting my little checks. The shelter hold me down. Like, there are some people who finesse the system and are comfortable in that too. You feel me? So
they're probably looking at us like, what did we do wrong?
Right. Like, you over here, what? You paying taxes and stuff like that?
Right.
Look at you, goofy.
You know, and I hate that I have to go through that thought process. Like Jneshia said, what is their motivation? How do they rise up in this situation? You know, like I would like to think I would like to think with the positive energy about human nature, like they need the help. That's why they're there. But like I said, we hear about these stories, and Mambo's met someone who said has done these things, and you think, okay, are they that person, or are they a person who actually needs that cash?
Yeah, no, that's real. I think instincts is the most important thing to go off and base it off of. That's what I do before I even feel like I want to reach in my pocket, and whether it's out a window or I'm walking past or I can help out in some way, or I might even buy some food, whatever the case is. It's I feel like it's more about the feeling that you feel internally, more so than whether or not, oh, did this person get one over on me, or am I giving $5 to somebody, $20 to somebody who don't deserve it? Or am I just in a mood where I feel like, man, I feel blessed. I'd like to continue this blessing and share this blessing regardless. And this person is saying that they need it, so I'm just going to give it to this person. You know what I mean? And kind of letting karma or whatever higher power you believe in deal with that person's morals, you know what I mean? And taking it out your hands.
Yeah, just the other day, man, I was walking out of a burger joint, man, and they were telling me they were hungry, so I gave them a burger, right? So then I walk away, and then they run up on me, so can I get $1? I'm like, well, I just gave you a burger. You said you were hungry. There's some food right there. Why are you asking for money now?
Well, because you helped them out with one thing. They was hungry and they needed that dollar too. Hey, you never know. That's the thing. That's the thing. I mean, I feel like the power of Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime, all this that we got, we can watch all these different, man, even down to Tubi TV. You can watch all these different scenarios of life and understand. You never know. So you seen a show where you was watching the main character who was going through it, and they needed that dollar for real, and the burger for real.
You're right.
You know what I mean? We
right.
also seen him not need it. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? You might have been the third burger of the day. You never know. But that's not. I feel like that's not your problem to even worry about, because it's not our job to judge nobody. We just supposed to live, love. You know what I mean? I'm just supposed to stay back, black and die. That's what my mama said. So.
Well, I don't know if it was the conversation itself, man, but it sounds like IDYourself has changed his mind. He wants to join the show.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and bring him in, man. IDYourself, what's good?
What up, y'all? Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You trying to ID your own question?
Man, look. Y'all did a good job though. What it is like, I think about it all the time, and like Mambo was kind of saying, it's like, you know, you get your instinct, you know, initial response, but like for me, it's like, I think to myself, like, if that person was supposed to represent something else and it was supposed to trick me to see if I was going to actually do something or not, then what was it supposed to be representing? Or like, what was that message supposed to be? And I see it in movies all the time. And somebody hit me with some random stuff, and it was like, yo, what if everything you ever saw in the movie was real? And what if everything you ever saw on TV was fake? And I kind of sat there and thought about it for a moment. But like in the movies, when that kind of crap happens, it's like, it'd be like a sign of something you missed. And then the dude was standing on the corner with the sign that told you what was going to make the movie go the way it went, and yada, yada, yada. And it's like, what if you really like had a situation like that where you got on the freeway, you saw the dude, you saw him, he saw you see him. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all just kind of like, you just, like you said, you got all green lights and you take off. And then next thing you know, something bad karma-wise happened to you that day. Maybe you just stubbed your toe, no big deal. But it's like, what if these are signs? Like, what if there's signs? There's signs. You know what I mean?
Hey, and that just takes me right back to what I said on the trusting that gut and that emotion. Because if it is a sign, then you're gonna feel that, even if it's just $1. It don't even be a lot sometimes.
And just kind of compound on what Mama just said, for the ladies, this is why we need to eat, because we need our gut instinct. You feel me? You can't have a gut instinct without a gut. You feel me?
Hey man, get him off the stream, because he just came in here to act silly.
He came in here acting wild.
That's hard.
ID, you need to relax.
Now there's questions I have to be answered later because of this. That's crazy.
I had to get y'all for like 5 minutes.
God. But ID, man, my girl usually gives him food, man.
Yeah. And honestly, like, I know the people that say that, oh man, I give them applications and that. I I'm not really feeling that. Like, obviously, they know they can apply for jobs if they had a way to look of sound mind and body to be looking like they have a home and whatnot. And so that's really not the situation. I appreciate when people give them food more so than money, because even if you handed them money, then you got to take and pack up everything that they're sitting there doing to go take that money.
Yeah, he went off the radar with that one.
No. Granted, like what y'all was talking about, yeah, I mean, we don't know if they're using it for positive uses or not. Yeah, I mean, but for all the people that actually are, for all the people that really are hungry, yeah, I mean, that kind of thing, I do appreciate, like you said, when your woman just gives them food or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I give them all the ones in my wallet.
Oh, the
if I got
ones?
cash, yeah. I can't give them the Lincoln, but if I have like 9 $1 bills, I'll give them the 9.
Respect.
That's actually extremely respectable. I ain't even go.
Yeah, actually, yeah, definitely for sure.
But that's that. There's a moment I feel like for most of us while we doing that, when you reach your hand in and you feel like, oh, you know what, I'm just gonna help Buddy out, or I'm gonna help this lady out, or these people deserve it. You know what I mean? And in that moment, once you've decided that decision for yourself, I feel like when whatever their intentions is, that's when whatever it is you believe in or don't believe in, that's when they give you that pat on the back, like, okay. Then that's what you add into your good karma registry. So long as you're not just doing it for good karma points, because if you're just doing it for good karma points, that don't count either.
My method is similar, but it's a little effed up. It's like if I'm local and I see you, like I'll even bust you a 20 if I see you enough times in that same month. Yeah, I mean, because we local, we all live here. Yeah, I mean, but if I'm out of town and I fly out and I see someone in the corner, and bust you a couple dollars and it's going to keep it moving. You know what I mean? But like in that same sense, like I think to myself, like I want to know that there's a unicorn like me in that city where he stayed, where I was flying out to, that's going to bust him a 20 one day because he's seen him a month. Yeah, y'all all throughout the month. Yeah, I mean, so it's like in theory of who we really are as people and how we earn to live our dreams, there should be one of us in every city. Like one drop off a meal, drop a dub, you know what I mean, or at least 9 ones, you know what I mean? Like just hook somebody up, especially since you're local, because you see these people, we see the same people all month long. Yo, we don't work different jobs, we work the same, we drive the same routes, we do the same grocery shopping, we see the same people. This is why this question is so important to me, because no matter where you are or who you are, you see the same people.
True.
And you
I made that joke to D Money, man, because one time I got this dude a burger and he went in the store right after me and he tried to upgrade it. I was like,
and that goes to what Mambo said, where it's like you really don't know, like on real, you really don't know.
I mean, I might be tripping, bro, but like, man, what if you want to upgrade it, man? Like, you never know.
Unless you're allergic, get out of my face.
You might have got him a cheeseburger. He lactose intolerant. You gonna have him out there on the corner?
I think he wanted to get like a deluxe.
That's one thing that does make me mad. Is like if I hand somebody
pickles on
there. Like if I hand somebody something and they look at it like in disgust, like if I hand you like $5 and you look at it like it should have been in 20, I'm like, look, you need to relax.
Right. For sure.
Yes, sir. I did the question. That was good. I appreciate that.
All right. Thanks for the question, and thanks for joining us, ID, man.
Salute to you, brethren.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Let's take a look at next week. All right. So next week on Fresh Juice, we got Paul Marche joining us, man. So
actually, now that I'm in LA, I'm gonna have to get on his head, make sure he's ready. I'm probably gonna see that boy tomorrow.
Okay.
Prep him, man.
Yeah, get him ready, man, because he's joining us next week on 23rd.
What? I don't. As y'all see, when Young Mambo get to booking, you don't got to worry about none of that. You see our guests is in here prepped and ready. Denise had the exclusive fire videos. We got a freestyling. What are you talking about? Like, I mean,
look at Mambo.
For sure. So check us out next week, Paul Marche, man. A host out of LA, man. He hosts a program. It's called
Shay TV, Bridgeview Media.
Bridgeview Media, right. Yes, sir. There's some cooking on there. There's some popular culture stuff on there. So pretty dope show. You can check it out, and he'll talk to us next week about it, man. So Paul Marche next week. As always, follow us on all of our platforms. On Facebook. Oops, there we go. Facebook.com/group/Fresh Juice Media. IG and Twitter. Follow us there at Fresh Juice Media. And of course, YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe there. Yes, Young ID. Go subscribe at youtube.com/@Fresh Juice Media.
The producer.
@Fresh Juice Media. Go ahead and subscribe. Their full shows, clips, all that. All right, let's do some final words. Both of y'all, the opportunity. Anything you want to leave us with? How about you go first, Jneshia?
Definitely go follow me on all social media platforms at Jneshia. That's JN. And my latest piece of Toxic-ish. And yeah, tap in.
Okay. And Groovy, what you got?
Go ahead and follow me on IG at groovypeso, groovypeso, no space. And then go ahead and stream Crash Bandicoot, stream different platforms. And I also dropped a track called Denny's today. It's crazy as it sounds, but it's a hard track. Go check it out.
All right, y'all. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to another edition of Fresh Juice. Everybody in the comments, JC Millions, Miles Salvador, KJ Grand, Big Z, all y'all, we appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate both our guests too. You guys for sure coming on here, sharing your stories, sharing your energies, and getting like the episodes like this where it's cross regional are super powerful because we celebrating 50 years of hip hop and it's touched each one of our lives while we grew up in all different regions and different cultural backgrounds. So appreciate y'all coming in, sharing your stories, sharing your energy, and I guarantee there's someone who's inspired who watched y'all. So thank y'all for real.
Thank you.
You know, it's all good.
And a portion of tonight's interview will be aired, of course, on DJ DEFCON shows up there in the north end of the state, on KSVR on Thursdays at 8 p.m. during the re-up, and then on Fridays on KZAX, the massive mix session, Fridays at 5 p.m. Shouts out to DJ DEFCON for setting that up for us. All right, y'all. Until next week, fresh juice. Keep sipping it. Peace and bless.
Book 'em, Dan.